When you're talking about batching content or filming multiple episodes at the same time, I don't think there are any other YouTubers that do it quite like I do. In fact, we film 20 episodes in a day, and we do things very efficiently, and we still make sure we have high production quality. So in this video, I'm going to show you how we do that. So I've packed a lot into this episode so I can really help you be efficient on your filming day and actually hit that benchmark of filming 20 episodes in a day. We're going to cover the pros and cons of doing it this way, and so you'll have an understanding of why you want to batch. But I'm also going to go deep into the tips and the nitty-gritty details so that you can do it right and be properly prepared and avoid the traps that you might fall into. So we've got a lot to talk about. Let's dive right in. I've actually done a lot of experimenting. I've obviously filmed one episode in a day, and I filmed things like 3 or 5. I've done 10 many times before. I've done as many as 37 episodes in a single day. That was a long day, but it was very, very effective. I found 20 as the sweet spot. It's a nice round number, but it's actually perfect for a 9 to 5 filming day. And if you're launching 5 episodes per week, it works out to filming once every 4 weeks. So there's a lot of reasons why 20 is the sweet spot. I mean, your energy levels by episode 20, you do need to work to maintain your energy for that, but it's even harder if you go longer than that. If you film less than 20 in a day, really, I feel like there's just a lot of wasted time. You've set the day aside, you've got the filming crew, you've got all the equipment set up, and instead of ending a couple hours early, if you just stretch it out to 8 hours of filming, that's 20 episodes. Now, if you've never done this before, I always like to prepare my clients like this is a marathon, right? This isn't just a 5K run that we're gonna do here. It's like a full marathon in the world of filming. It's not for the faint of heart, and you don't wanna come into it unprepared. I mean, preparation is one of the biggest keys to success on the filming day. Yesterday we filmed with my client Katie. It was her first filming day. She was totally prepared, right? I mean, I did keyword research with her. We picked the 20 titles. I had conversations with her about how to outline her content. I sent her tutorial videos similar to what you've seen in this series. And then she submitted her outlines to us a week in advance. And we do that for several reasons. It helps us prepare, the filming team, the editing team, the thumbnail team. It's nice to have the outline ahead of time. But what it really does for our clients, or in this case for Katie, when she submitted her outlines to us a week in advance, it takes the pressure off. She's done preparing a week early, as opposed to preparing the night before or procrastinating, thinking, oh yeah, I can finish it the day before, and then not happening and having to stay up late or get up early. What made the filming day yesterday go so smoothly is she was well prepared before filming day. Now make arrangements to have a good night's sleep. So a lot of my clients fly in from out of state. If we're gonna start filming at 9 a.m. and your flight comes and lands at 7 a.m., that's actually gonna be pretty rough because you've got to leave your house, drive to the airport, fly, and get there. So that would mean you didn't have a good night's sleep prior to filming. And again, this is a marathon. You wanna be at your best. You wanna have high energy, so make sure you can plan for a good night's sleep. And going back to preparation, if you have your outlines prepared ahead of time, then you won't need to stay up late thinking about it or planning your content or stressing that you're not prepared. So now that I've talked a lot about the filming day being a marathon, the content preparation part, the outlining, is actually the part that's the most taxing on the brain. Okay, so when we're thinking, what do I want to say? What points do I want to share? What stories are going to best illustrate this? Because we're not doing that part on filming day, the pressure is actually lifted. The weight, is lifted off of our shoulders. We know this stuff inside and out, so we can just look at our notes and we can just deliver that and we can perform. And so that helps us have high energy throughout the whole day. Your first time doing this, it's a learning experience. So Katie had an amazing day yesterday. Her next filming date is going to go even smoother because now she's had that experience. 2 days ago, my client Elena, she had a great filming day as well, but one thing that we noticed is her videos went long. Some of her videos could have been split in half, but now that she's had that experience and she knows, okay, I outlined this much content, that was actually 2 episodes worth. When she comes back again in 4 weeks for another filming day, she'll be that much more prepared and the day will go even smoother because of that experience. Episode number 1 is the hardest. It's the one that takes the most time. It's the one where we're kind of just getting focused, getting our brain calibrated to the task that we're doing here. Maybe it's a filming crew you've never worked with before, and so you're just getting comfortable with them or getting used to talking to the camera. But after episode 1, the second one is a little bit easier. And by the time we get to 20 episodes, we've got the system down. We're just moving along. Now, between episodes, you want to make sure that as soon as you hit stop on the first episode and record on the second episode, or later in the day you hit stop on episode 17 and start on episode 18, that time in between is short. We're not taking breaks between every episode or having casual conversations. We do need to work. We do need to keep on task in order to complete this 20 episode marathon. Okay, I've got to get moving because we've got a lot more to talk about, including outfits, lunch breaks, some advantages to filming this way. I also want to talk about my book. Okay, it's The Hero's Guide to Influence on YouTube. I've put 2 years of work into this book so that I could transfer everything in my head to you so that you can succeed on YouTube, generate leads for your business. And it's my gift to you. I want to give you this book for free as long as you cover the shipping cost. So you'll find a link below, or you can go to natesyoutubebook.com, and that is my gift to you. Now, everyone always asks about outfits, and we change outfits every 5 episodes. We actually typically change locations every 5 episodes. So we'll have one outfit, one location, we'll film 5 episodes. Then we'll take a short break where we can reset, move the equipment to a different location in our studio house, and our clients can change their outfits. I change my shirt. So on filming day, take 4 or 5 or 6 different outfits with you, and you can coordinate one outfit with one location, make sure things look great. Now, after you've recorded 10, sometimes 11 episodes, just because you're a little bit further than the beyond the hump or the halfway point, take a lunch break. Have a good meal. For different people, different types of foods will either raise or decrease your energy level. So definitely don't have like a Thanksgiving type meal that's going to weigh you down, but something that will maintain your energy. We have protein shakes in the fridge that a lot of my clients like that they'll have during the day. What you don't want to do is leave and go to a sit-down restaurant and take a big long break. I mean, that's going to take a lot more time, and it's going to change your frame of mind. You're going to be relaxing more, and then you're going to have to shift back into work mode again. So if you can have lunch delivered or have something previously prepared, give time to your filming team so they can eat as well, but you don't want to take longer time than you need. Just eat your food, and then let's get back on to episode 11. Let's talk about some of the pros and cons, or the advantages and disadvantages of filming 20 episodes in a day. Now, I'm biased. I'm leaning towards a lot of advantages, and it's also from experience. I've done this a lot of different ways. In fact, let me talk about a disadvantage of filming 5 episodes a week. Initially, you might think, well, that sounds easier. Instead of 20 episodes in a day, 5 sounds a lot easier. And if I just do that once a week, what I found though is it's not sustainable. I don't offer that as a service, because if they're going to travel and we're going to do filming and yet we're only going to film 5 episodes, that doesn't really make sense logistically. But some of my clients who do their own filming, they've tried that and it works for a time. But there's just something about having to film, having a filming day every single week. And what if you miss a week? What if you need a vacation or something like that? There's something about 4 weeks in between that's pretty close to filming once per month. It's both short enough and long enough. So it's short enough in between that you kind of remember your last filming date, but it's also long enough that you can do a lot of other things in between. You can take a vacation and not have to have YouTube control your life or control your business. If you're filming in smaller batches, a lot of times those smaller batches are easier to reschedule or to postpone. For me, I love putting in some forced discipline. Like, I live in Utah and I have a studio house there where I do filming there, but I also have a studio house here in Florida. And guess what? I bought the plane tickets and I came and I scheduled it with my filming team that today we're going to do a full day of filming. And that adds a level of accountability. I'm not going to reschedule or cancel my flights, or like I'm committed and I've got to prepare my outlines ahead of time. For that reason, I recommend hiring a filming team. So you don't have to worry about the technical side of it. You don't have to worry about the lighting or making yourself look good. You can just focus on delivery. So that's one advantage. Having a filming team is also a level of accountability. They're planning on being there. You should plan on being there too. You're much more likely to film all 20. Filming 20 episodes in a day is such an accomplishment. I mean, you feel great. You feel like, man, today was really effective. It was really productive. I said that I was going to talk about some cons. Like, I don't want to discourage you from doing it because you've got to do it. But if there's a con, it's like, it's tiring. Maybe this is an advantage. By tonight, I'm going to sleep well. I'm going to have a great night's sleep because I put in a good hard day's work. For most people, they would run out of content quickly. If they film 20 episodes today, they film 20 episodes in 4 weeks, another 20 episodes 4 weeks after that, Like, aren't we going to run out of things to talk about? Well, good thing you have the LEAF strategy and you know how to do that keyword research. You're going to have hundreds and hundreds of topics. Admittedly, some of my clients, like Noelle Randall, she got to about 18 months and she started to feel some burnout. Now, we overcame that. Her channel is thriving, successful. Paul Jenkins, he actually went 5 years before he hit that point. That's a lot longer than I would have expected. My recommendation is to plan on being this aggressive, 20 episodes in a filming day every 4 weeks. Do that for at least a year. If you really want to get momentum, long-term, lasting, business-changing momentum on your YouTube channel, do it for at least a year, ideally 18 to 24 months. At that point, you can actually scale back. Now, I still recommend 20 episodes in a day, but it might stretch that content out even further. And instead of that content lasting 4 weeks, maybe it's gonna last 8 or 10 weeks. I wrote down one more thought here that I do wanna share with you, and it's talking about your outline, your preparation for the 20 days of filming. This would be a disadvantage to filming 20 episodes in a day, because if, let's say your video is short on content, let's say you recorded for 4 minutes and you're like, I just ran out of content, I don't have anything else. On filming day, it takes a lot of energy to add more and to think, oh boy, what am I gonna do to fill in the gap? Because you're filming 20 episodes already, to have to take that time to outline, that is rough. One last tip, in that scenario, if you find yourself there, because you will, share a story. Okay, so you've shared some points, you've shared some good training. Who has done that? Who have you helped that has experienced this? So tell a story. That's a great way to keep engagement, to really make the information that you've shared applicable, and to add time to the length of your video. So guess what we're talking about tomorrow? We're actually going to dive into editing and ways that you can be better at editing and more efficient at editing, because you've just filmed 20 episodes and now you've got the task of getting all 20 of these edited and prepared for YouTube. So come back tomorrow right here on YouTube and I will see you then.